KP's Kingdom, cooking with KP, and today I'm going to show you how I make this drumstick casserole. Nice budget type dish for any night of the week, especially on the weekends where we've got a little bit more time. So here I've got around about 7 drumsticks. I'm going to salt these up with a little bit of freshly ground pink Himalayan rock salt. So just give that a nice bit of salt. Don't have to use that, you can use whatever salt you like. Alright, freshly ground black pepper. Going to give that a nice coating all the way across, just like I'm doing right there. You can add as much or little black pepper as you want to. Alright, so just give that a nice little sprinklage straight over there like that. Okay, and one more ingredient I am going to use, and that is I've got some smoked paprika. And what I'm going to do is just give that all a nice light dusting of that beautiful smoked paprika. If you haven't used smoked paprika before, it is a really unique flavour. It's really nice. So just give that all a light little dusting like I'm doing right there. As you can see, I've got my little fry pan set up, and I've got my slow cooker on the right hand side set up as well. Alright, let's get cooking. We're going to put a little bit of oil in the bottom of a fry pan. Right, I'm going to bring that up to a reasonable heat, fairly high heat, not screaming hot, but fairly high heat. And we're simply just going to put our drumsticks in, and these are just going to brown off. That's all we're going to do. Just give these a little bit of a seal, and it's going to give that really nice flavour to the skin that is on the chicken. Okay, so just add those straight in like that. And I'm going to cook these for, I would say, around about somewhere between 4 to 6 minutes each. They're not going to take very long at all, and I can actually get all these drumsticks in this fry pan. They're not a very large drumstick, they're just a nice small size. So I'm going to brown those off just like that. Keep moving them around from time to time. They can stick in the fry pan if you're not careful, even a non-stick pan like this. Alright, so keep moving those around every now and then. Just check to see if we got any brown happening, and it looks like we do. So we're going to give these a turn over just like that, and I'm going to cook those off until they sort of brown up on the other side as well. Now my slow cooker is off at the moment. There is no heat in that at the moment. It doesn't matter. Alright, it's going to come up to heat, and these are going to cook off in around about sort of 3 to 4 hours, no problem. Alright, so I'm just going to get a little bit of brown happening there. As you can see, a little bit of smoke coming off the pan. It's exactly what we want. And once I think they're nice and brown enough, and as even as I can get them, I'm going to transfer those into the slow cooker. And if you haven't tried doing a recipe like this before, why not? It's nice and inexpensive, and it is so simple. And those slow cookers, they're not that expensive to buy, and you can just set and forget any sorts of recipes you like. Alright, I'm going to put those chicken legs straight in. I'm going to get a little bit of chicken stock, and I'm just going to deglaze that pan, just get rid of all that chicken schmutz off the bottom. Just give that a little bit of a stir through. We can turn that cooker off right now, and we're going to reuse that liquid a little bit later on. Okay, so our pan is all nice and clean on the bottom once more. Right, now we can get on with our next step. I'm going to add in some vegetables, and all I'm going to do here is get a carrot. I've peeled it, and just give that a rough chop. And I always try and cut these up in sort of unusual sorts of shapes and sizes. Keeps things a little bit more interesting, of course. And you can use whatever carrots you like, and we've got particular carrots here that look a little bit weird at times. They're called the Odd Bunch or something like that. They're definitely worth buying. They're really inexpensive. They might look strange, so what? They still taste like carrots. They still grow the same as normal carrots do. Alright, I've got some nice potatoes here. I've peeled those. Again, just give those a rough chop any which way you like. Don't make them too large. We want a little bit of evenness in our cooking, right? So they can just go straight into our slow cooker like that as well. And those will cook at around about the same time as the chicken does, and that all this beautiful stock and everything else is going to soak right into those potatoes. So that little bit of stock that we had in the pan, I've already put that straight into our slow cooker. I'm going to add another litre of chicken stock straight in like that. Okay, so bring that up, turn that on. Now I have forgotten something, and something really important, and that is one onion. So here I've got my onion. We've only been cooking for around about 5 minutes, so we haven't got any heat. We're not too late for it. We can add that onion in. Alright, so simply put that sitting on high, put the lid back on, and I'm going to come back in around about 2 hours. Alright, now 2 hours is gone. I've got a can of cream of mushroom soup. I'm just going to put that into a jug, and into that as well I'm going to add in a nice little secret ingredient, and that is tomato paste concentrate. This is a reduced salt one, so I'm just going to add those 2 tablespoons worth straight in like that. I'm going to give that a quick stir and put that in the microwave oven for around about 1 minute, just to get a little bit of heat happening, so we're not going to be shocking our casserole with that cold soup. Alright, so I'm going to take the lid off, let it drain a little bit like that. It's always a dangerous bit. I'm going to bring my slow cooker a little bit more towards me. I'm going to add in that warm soup mix like that. Just get rid of anything sort of hanging around in that jug. And this is going to give it a nice earthy and zingy flavour. It's just a real nice way of incorporating new flavours into any dish. It's just a little cheat hack that I found a couple of years back. Give that a rough little stir. Don't go too bananas with that. Put our lid back on, and I'm going to add in a few other little ingredients in a second. Alright, so we're going to let that sit for around about another 30 minutes or so. Have a quick look at that, and I think it's time. We're going to bolt this up and make this a real decent casserole. I'm going to put a little bit of garlic paste in there. I'm going to add in some defrosted frozen green beans and frozen green peas. Right, I'll let those defrost. So once again, we're not going to shock our particular casserole. And I'm going to add in a little bit of pasta elbows. Right, just sprinkle those around on top. It's going to help thicken things up a little bit as well. We're going to cook that off for around about maybe another hour. Alright, in total. So all we have to do now is serve up. Take out chicken legs first, serve those up, put those onto a plate, just like I'm doing right there. And all we have to simply do now is start spooning over all the rest of those beautiful vegetables, the pasta, and all that beautiful stock that we've just created. So nice and easy. Alright, and budget as well. Those drumsticks are normally quite inexpensive. Can of soup, very inexpensive. A few frozen vegetables and a couple of carrots and a couple of potatoes. Again, really inexpensive, and you've made this great little tasty dish on a Sunday afternoon. Thank you so much for watching this video. Really do appreciate it. If you like this video, hit that like button. Gives me confidence. Should make you feel warm and fuzzy too. Please share this video with all your friends on all platforms of social media. We're trying to get the name of KP's Kingdom out there. Hit that notifications bell. You'll be notified every time a new video goes up. Leave a comment. I love reading and I love responding to them. In the meantime, you're going to learn how to make something on a Sunday afternoon that's not going to cost you the earth. It's just nice and easy and a winter warmer. Well, you need to come and join the family, my family. Hit that subscribe button and you'll never miss another one of my videos again. I'm off to eat my drumstick casserole, and I will catch you next time. Bye!